Most people had their mom to teach them stuff, to do stuff. Like, I didn't have that, you know. And then the other thing was, my mom let my nanny kick me and my sibling out the house. And I had to go while I was still a child, you know what I'm saying? And it was like neglecting that and all of that, all types of stuff. So I had to forgive her for those things.
And your nanny was a man?
Yep, he's a paraplegic man.
And last time when we had that conversation, that was the first time I ever heard a nanny being a man.
Yep, you know? And then being a paraplegic, like, yeah.
And you said you think, I don't know if you confirmed it, but you think he had a relationship with your mom?
At some point he did.
Okay.
You know, they
so
were
it's
dating.
Confirmed. Okay.
Yeah, it's confirmed.
And that's why, so he had her kick you guys out?
No, he did.
Oh,
he did. She left us in his care one day, and he told us to do something. He told us to rake some damn leaves, and it just so happened it was like wintertime. You know, after fall, it gets really cold. It was one of the coldest days, and he was like, stay outside until all the leaves were raked. Now, for me, I'm younger, you know, I'm like, okay, let's go rake these leaves. And my brother was like, fuck no, we ain't doing it. He had his reasons, but that was pretty much what was it. So we stayed out there, and it was cold as hell. Couldn't come back in the house. I mean, to the point where you get frostbite, whatever the case. Like, and Child Protective Services was called, all types of stuff. You know, it turned out really, really bad. Yeah.
And, like, you guys left, and your mom didn't come get you guys?
No, we got, my grandma came and got us.
Okay.
So my grandma kept my brother. She reached out to my dad. My dad came and got me. Yeah. And we couldn't go back to the house no more. They had to investigate and everything anyway. So, yeah. But we ended up never going back to the house to live there as kids anymore.
Was that like your mom's final decision why y'all couldn't go back? Or was that the Child Protective Services? Or what?
Well, I actually wanted to live with my dad for years, but because of, you know, child support and stuff like that, she never, would consider that. So that's what I wanted to do anyway. And then especially after that, she didn't want to play with that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something very serious to have on your record, or, you know, to have happen and stuff like that. So she didn't want to fight, you know. And then for my brother, I think it's the same thing. I think, you know, after something like that happened, for her to get us back, it would have to be a fight. And she didn't want that fight. It don't look good, you know? So it's best for her to just let us go.
So she let you guys go like that? And, you know, that obviously changed your life in many ways. And were you very angry with her?
I was very angry with her. Like, you know, as a mom, you know what I'm saying? Like, on top of everything that she's done, not really being there for me, you know, but I understand financially you're there. But to let somebody else kick us out and stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's tough.
Yeah. Because
most people, all they got is their mom or their dad. And for your mom not to be there for you, that's a hard pill to swallow.
Was she like emotionally available? Like, or it was like...
No, she wasn't there. She was hardly there. She would come home and take a nap or take a shower and go back to work. Like, my mom was a workaholic. Like, she worked day shift and night shift, same day, same night. You know what I'm saying? Like, back to back. Yeah. So just to get a conversation, she'd be sleeping, not even remembering what we talked about. Yeah. If I was able to get that time.
So, you know, leading to you forgiving her, did she reach out to work on things, or was it you that reached out to work on things?
She reached out because she knew she was wrong. But for me, like, it was really hard. You know, I came to a crossroads where it was like, either I'm going to let this burn me up and turn me cold, or I'm going to forgive her. Yeah. And so that's what I ended up doing. I ended up forgiving her, and it turned out good. You know what I'm saying? We was able to talk again after that and repair stuff, and it was good.
So did you forgive her for yourself?
Yeah, I had to forgive her for myself, because it got to the point where, you know, it hurt me very deeply. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, that was a lot to go through. But I ended up forgiving her, and it was just like a weight off my shoulders. You know what I'm saying?